What's going on, my party people? Today we will be talking about Sony making a change for HellDivers 2. So apparently, even if you're a Steam user or a PC user, I don't know if this is going to be a future for their other games, but HellDivers 2 will need a PSN account. Now, what I think about this is that it's bad, but then it's okay at the same time, right? So, like, here's why. I imagine that with online games, it would be much easier just making a server and keeping track of like one group of people or people under one group, and that is PSN users, right? Regardless if they're on PC, regardless if they're on PlayStation. I think overall this is this is an easier move for Sony to do. And although I completely understand why people are like, well, that's annoying. I want to use my Steam account, or literally like connected to something else. I do not want to make a PSN account or connect my PSN account just to use it. I completely understand that, and I agree with you to a certain degree, but it's also like, again, this doesn't really affect the game all that much. Like, you still own it on PC, you're still playing it on PC, but they just want to keep it under one umbrella, and that's PSN users. You understand? I think because before, they have to make the servers different for like Steam users and PSN users, or like PSN and Steam account users or whatever. But now that it's under one umbrella like that, it's kind of easier. So let me just see what we're going into, shall we? Amid the ongoing HellDivers 2 controversy, Sony made a small but crucial change to PlayStation Network's FAQs. While HellDivers 2 has been an enormous success in its initial launch period, some gamers have been less pleased by developer Arrowhead Game Studios and publisher Sony over the last couple of days. HellDivers 2 is a game that, in the period after its release, has built up a ton of goodwill with its community. The developer is frequently speaking to players about what they'd like to see in the game, and is bringing consistent content updates to make the game feel consistently fresh, or constantly fresh. However, when HellDivers 2 announced a major change to Steam and PlayStation account linking, many gamers in the community felt betrayed. And after the aftermath, it hasn't been pretty. So, yeah, look, I do get it. Again, I just don't really see the big deal about it. But that's probably because I'm not playing HellDivers 2. So what would I know? And I have no interest of playing HellDivers 2, if I'm being even more honest. But I don't really see this as a horrible thing because, okay, just think about it for a second. Wouldn't that be easier to link your PS5 data and your PC data as well for PlayStation games that are on PC and PlayStation, right? Like, hear me out for a second. Wouldn't you be able to have your data across even single-player games from your PlayStation to your PC as well? So think about it. If you played Final Fantasy 16 on your PS5, and then Final Fantasy 16, it most likely will, come to PC eventually, since you have to connect your PSN to both the PC and the PlayStation, does that mean you also have access to the data on your PC, right? I just want to ask that. Doesn't mean that, because honestly, that would be even more useful. And I would be happy to do that. Imagine being able to just, oh, you know what? I could pretty much like put my data from PC to PlayStation, PlayStation to Steam Deck. Bro, that'd be amazing. I could literally, like, you know how in the PS Vita days, where they used to advertise the fact that some games would allow you to continue your progress, like, what was the name of that? Borderlands 2. That was a game that allowed you, it would take time, but allowed you to bring your process from the PS3, your data from the PS3, and transfer it to the PS Vita version, and vice versa. That was amazing. Again, it was a feature that didn't work out because A, the Vita version of Borderlands 2 ran like shit, and B, it would take a long time. But good idea, good concept nonetheless. Now, if they're able to do that with the PlayStation and PC, that would also go with the portable PCs as well. Think about that. So you're able to transfer your data, no problem, with PSN from the PS5 to the PC, and that means Steam Deck, Rogue Ally, whatever you have Steam or PSN connected to. Think about that. I honestly don't think that's a bad thing. You know, that's not a bad concept. Especially because, like, honestly, that would probably make me buy more PS5 games, if anything. Only because, like, oh, if I buy the game on PC, I can actually get my data from the PlayStation. Wow! What a concept. You know? So I'm not missing out on anything, and I don't have to start all over like I did with Final Fantasy 15. Like, I bought that game a long time ago on PlayStation, the Royal Edition, and then I rebought the Royal Edition not too long ago on my PC. But, I don't have the level and the items that I did in my PS5 playthrough, or, PS4 playthrough. And I'm not even as far as I am in the PS4 playthrough. So imagine if you're just able to do that. That would be really, really useful. Really useful. So I think that's about all at the end of the day. I know some people are mad at this, and I don't blame them. It's like if they don't require a PlayStation account, I feel like it'll be better for Sony to, slowly but surely get people to use a PlayStation account. I think it would just be better off if Sony gave them the option to connect to the PSN, nothing more. They shouldn't really force it, especially to PC dudes. Like, let me tell you something. PC guys such as myself, well, I want to say I'm a PC guy in general, but my favorite primary platform is the PC. And my favorite portable platform, I'm not including the Steam Deck, is mobile, right? So I have a lot of freedom of playing games on each of these platforms. And, the funny thing is that I don't like to be forced to use a certain thing either. Trust me, I don't. But if this has a lot of, merit to it, and again, if you could just connect your data from the PlayStation to the PC that way, that would be amazing. But again, don't force it. That's not going to work out, Sony. It's really not. PC dudes, we do not like to be forced to use something. Obviously, because we're on PC. We're not forced to pay for our online, obviously. We're not forced to use a certain thing. We could play games literally anywhere from free to paid. We have so many options on PC, and in my case, mobile as well, that no, we don't really appreciate, being forced to play or need something to play a game. Not gonna work out. It's really not. But anyways, I think that's it, guys. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next time.